What do you do when you're treated like you're beneath someone, only to reveal a secret that completely flips the script? I'll go first. It was an average day at university, walking into my favourite professor, Dr. Johnson's office hours. I was determined to get some feedback on my current research project, a topic I was genuinely passionate about. But as soon as I mentioned my research goals, Dr. Johnson's expression turned from interested to dismissive. He leaned back in his chair and said, "You're really thinking of becoming a researcher? I don't think you're cut out for it." I was taken aback, but I tried not to let it get to me. "What makes you say that?" I asked, trying to be objective. Dr. Johnson mentioned that I seemed uninformed and that my ideas were basic. He even went so far as to suggest I stick to more practical subjects, like business or law. I didn't push the issue, thinking maybe he just didn't know me that well. Weeks went by, and I attended Dr. Johnson's lectures, still trying to learn as much as I could. One day, after class, I was walking out when he approached me, looking somewhat concerned. "Hey, I need to talk to you about your research project," he said. "Have you really been thinking of publishing your work somewhere?" I shook my head and told him I was just doing it as an exercise. I was being honest, but not as honest as I could have been. A few days later, I was walking into the library when Dr. Johnson caught up to me. He looked frustrated, muttering to himself about how some students are too ambitious. I didn't realize what he was talking about until he said in a hushed tone, "You know you're not as experienced as you claim to be, right?" I hesitated for a moment before confirming that I was indeed just an undergrad. Little did he know, but I had actually published 3 papers in his very field, all before I even turned 20. The day of reckoning finally arrived when I received the news that my latest paper had been accepted for publication in a prestigious academic journal. I walked into Dr. Johnson's office, proudly holding my acceptance letter, and that's when it happened. As I handed him the letter, he looked taken aback. His eyes scanned the page, and then they widened in shock. He muttered, "How?" over and over, his face growing increasingly red. The room fell silent, the only sound the ticking of the clock on his desk. Dr. Johnson looked up at me, his eyes searching for answers. He stuttered, "I had